In front of you, there is a cooling tower. So already you know there is a boiler. Boiler is going to produce steam. Steam is given to the turbine. Turbine rotates and there is a generation of electricity. So after the generation of electricity, condenser, the condenser which is going to condense that steam to water by using this cooling towers. So in this our emerging trends nowadays, the hyperbolic cooling towers are one of the cooling tower which are generally going to replace traditional one. Basically, there are natural draft cooling tower, forced draft cooling tower, and induced draft cooling tower. These are the three types. The natural draft cooling towers, natural means now no, there is no need of any. So this natural draft cooling tower are generally hyperbolic type. So the factors which are affecting these towers are temperature, humidity, temperature of the air, size and height of the tower, velocity of air, accessibility of air, and arrangement of plate. Now, the main purpose of this cooling tower is to cool down the water which is supplied to the condenser. In the condenser, the steam is going to condense. But now here, the cooling tower, which is a natural draft cooling tower, is shown here. So you can see that there is a hot water which is going to spray inside this hyperbolic cooling tower. The hyperbolic cooling tower itself has a special shape. So it is the shape of our convergent divergent nozzle. At the throat area, the water is sprayed, hot water which is coming from the condenser. So the hot water which absorb all the amount of heat from the steam which comes out from the टर्बाइन टर्बाइन से जो स्टीम बाहर आ रही है उसको ठंडा करने के लिए हमने जो वाटर यूज किया था that becomes hot and that hot water again and again should supply to the condenser. So इसीलिए हमें कूलिंग टावर की जरूरत है. तो कूलिंग टावर जो हॉट वाटर यहाँ पे स्प्रे किया जाता है, you can see the hot water is spray inside this cooling tower. Now there is a air. The air which is passing from the bottom side of this cooling towers, and as there is a convergent and divergent, you can see there is a divergent area which is going to increase the velocity of air which is coming out. So here the hot water gives all amount of heat to the air, and because of absorption of latent heat, the hot water becomes cold, and again the cold water can be supplied to the condenser. So the transformation of this heat, the transformation of heat is becomes very easy. It becomes very easy because of the hyperbolic shape. Hyperbolic shape से क्या होता है? ऊपर की तरफ डाइवर्जन शेप है. डाइवर्जन शेप की वजह से the speed, the velocity of air is going to increase when it goes out. Okay, when it goes out, you can see there is a vapors which are coming out of this hyperbolic cooling tower. Hyperbolic cooling tower से vapors हमें दिख रहे हैं क्योंकि that vapor is nothing but the mixture of maximum hot air and some amount of vapors. So यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो there is no any such kind of pump or no any kind of external device. So it is a natural. So it is a natural. That's why there are some advantages. Advantages में क्या बोल सकते हैं हम? It is having superior strength, minimum operating and maintenance cost. Maintenance cost नहीं है क्योंकि उसमें कुछ operating नहीं है. It gives trouble-free operation, less ground area. छोटा सा ground area लग रहा है. Okay, and it is having self-supported shape, aerodynamic shape. In aerodynamic shape की वजह से इसमें कुछ wind pressure का भी problem नहीं आता है. Okay, so such kind of simple advantages are there. If I think about disadvantage में क्या है? ये कुछ छोटे हॉट वाटर सप्लाई के लिए या फिर लो कैपेसिटी थर्मल पावर प्लांट के लिए ये कुछ काम के नहीं है क्योंकि when there is a large quantity of water plant can be used. Again, if the climate condition is going to change, बारिश आ रही है तो directly it affect on this movement of air. Hot air जल्दी से बाहर नहीं आएगी, उसका टेम्परेचर कम हो जाएगा. The top is having hyperbolic shape, तो cost is also type is force draft. Force इसका मतलब है उसको इसमें फोर्सफुली ढकेलना है. इसमें कुछ शेप जो है हाइपरबोलिक नहीं होने की वजह से hot water is coming from the top of the cooling tower and there is a air flow. There is an air flow which is created from the bottom side. The air flow which is coming from the bottom side is mixed with the hot water and air becomes hot and the hot air and water mixture that goes out and the cold air is dropped inside the tank. So this is similar to our natural, but only thing is that there is a force fan is used. That's why it is called forced draft. Induced draft. Induce means there is induced fan is produced. Now instead of pushing the air, if I pull the air, then it is called induced draft. You can see the fan position here is at the top side. The fan which is on the top of this particular cooling tower is act as a puller for this hot air, which is going to pull out the hot air by using the fan. Same, the condition of water and the mixing of hot air with water is same in all this. Only thing is that in natural condition, naturally there is a flow. In the force condition, some downward force is required, a fan or something, to push the air, and induced draft of fan is mounted on the top to pull out the air. So this completes our cooling tower.